Not Discord. Hello, my sweeties, and welcome back to my channel. If you don't already know me, my name is Celise, and thank you for joining my spooky little family. In today's video, we will be talking about the Batman. Let's get into the video. So, hi. I know the Batman isn't a horror film, but I don't care. We're talking about it today because I am a fan. I don't really like most superhero films, but I have always liked Batman since I was a kid. It was always a cartoon I was drawn to. Poison Ivy is my favorite character, and to be honest, Batman has a lot of horror mystery elements, and that is why I have always been super drawn to it. Also, I want to say first and foremost that I absolutely love this movie, and any critique I have is out of excitement for this film and what's to come with the future installments. And with that out of the way, let's do it. Directed by Matt Reeves, starring Robert Pattinson, Zoe Kravitz, Paul Dano, and Colin Farrell, the Batman follows Batman as he ventures into Gotham City's underworld to follow a sadistic killer's trail of cryptic clues. As he unravels the mystery, he discovers a conspiracy with the power to split the city in two. Y'all, I'm not gonna waste any time. We need to get right into those performances. I was already extremely excited when I heard about the casting of Robert Pattinson as the Batman. I have been a fan of Robert Pattinson since I was like 12. Yes, from Twilight era, but even after that, he continually showed how talented he was. He began taking roles that were way out there, and he's just so fun to watch. I mean, hello, have y'all seen Good Time? I mean, I don't know, maybe he was Josh and Benny Safdie's muse. After Good Time, he went on to do The High Life and The Lighthouse, in which he gave powerhouse performances. And now he said, baby, I am coming through to be that brooding Bruce Wayne Batman, and he once again absolutely nails it. He has the body language down, the voice, and he just is this role. Getting to hear him say, I am vengeance in the suit, I was like, I am here, let's go, let's do it, I can't wait. Now, don't even get me started on Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman. She is really, really great. She is definitely on par with Robert Pattinson here. They both have great chemistry, and that makes a lot of sense because I actually read that they have been friends for a while before shooting this. And I mean, she just nails the body language of Selena Kyle. She is that role. And also, I mean, she's a spooky bad bitch, so I immediately already love her. Now I am really so happy that I can say Paul Dano as the Riddler. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, a dream casting for me. I loved absolutely everything Paul gave us here. He is so good and so underrated. He plays crazy very well, and he plays that almost childlike kind of role really well too. He was such a great choice for this. If y'all haven't seen him in Prisoners, I highly recommend that film because he's fantastic, and I always remember that performance. I also really liked Colin Farrell as the Penguin, which, by the way, I didn't even know it was Colin Farrell until I got home and looked it up because he completely transformed. It doesn't even look like Colin Farrell anymore. He has incredible prosthetics on, so you can't even tell it's him, but it's just the voice and also his body language. Oh my god. A complete transformation. He's such a cool penguin. He's so Italian. I was just like, pure class. So outside of performances, this movie really scratched an itch for many people, including myself, which was the more noir murder mystery style. It pulls from elements of all Batman media, and I personally love the depiction of Gotham in a more traditional light, being more gothic and noirish, similar to the way it was shown in the Arkham Asylum games. Now, knowing that this is the first installment in a series, I am excited to see a lot more of this Gotham. So we get a very different Bruce Wayne here than we've seen in previous movies. Most of the movies, Bruce Wayne tends to be more of a playboy millionaire, while in this, he's a recluse, and we get a sense that his time as Batman has been a way of projecting his skewed worldview onto Gotham. A similar level of depth is introduced for most of the characters in this film, though in my opinion, I felt it largely fell flat with most of the characters' arcs, but we'll get to that. In terms of tone and style, this film is very stylish. And while at times I feel like it considers itself deeper than the story itself ends up going, it's for the most part very effective. This is not your traditional Batman film. It's more of a slow burn, and we focus on Batman more as a detective than a superhero, which I would say is the best part of the film. I've been really wanting to see that. It doesn't always land though, as there were definitely some scenes that felt very out of place within the world that the film creates and sets up for the audience. Personally, the car chase scene and much of the third act felt slightly out of place for me. Specifically, the car chase scene, which was fun and thrilling, it really doesn't add much to the story and was kind of just to reveal the Batmobile, which looked incredible, by the way. It was a cool scene, but overall, it wasn't anything we haven't seen 100 times in any other superhero movie. Now, this is where I personally feel like the film starts to lose what made the first act so special. It kind of felt like the writers couldn't decide what kind of film they wanted to make. Do we want to stick with the noir slow burn, or do we want to be the Dark Knight trilogy? That being said, I personally really liked the way the main mystery wraps up and wish we would have had more time to digest the various plot twists. It's funny, but for a 3-hour movie, it really moves fast. Especially towards the end of the second act. This relates directly to my point earlier about character arcs as well. I loved Robert Pattinson as Batman, but really wanted more Bruce Wayne. It feels like they set up this character with interesting character drama and flaws, but we never get a satisfying arc. He just sort of figures out his place as the savior of Gotham during the big fight scene at the end. I feel like we could have used some time to breathe and get to know this version of Bruce, especially since it's so foreign to us in comparison to past movie iterations. I'd say this, for the most part, applies to most of the main characters. I don't think we need lore for everyone on screen, but it'd have been nice to have seen a bit of the past that's so heavily referenced during important plot beats. And honestly, it really may be the first and only time I say this, but this 3-hour movie could have had an extra 30 minutes tacked on to show us this Batman's origin story, and I'd have been fine. Since a lot of it was just told to us through dialogue, it made some of the plot twists feel convoluted. Now, I know they purposefully didn't put the origin story in, but this is the rare case where we could have used it. All in all, I think the reason I'm so nitpicky about these elements is because of how wonderfully refreshing the premise and style of the movie is. With a movie of this caliber, these things feel more apparent. That being said, it was a blast from start to finish, and I'm excited to see more from all these characters again. Now, I know we probably won't see him again for a while, but Paul Dano's Riddler was superb, and I really could have just watched 3 hours of him and Robert Pattinson monologuing at each other. That chemistry, though? We love to see it. And with that, I am going to be giving the Batman 4 levs out of 5. I think overall this film is so much fun. It's beautifully shot. The music is so good. There are some shots in this film that I am like never gonna forget. They were that beautiful. Also, I mean, Robert Pattinson and Zoe Kravitz, my bi-panic was real. Also, you guys, do you see that? Don't you love it? Isn't she beautiful? Queen Melissa, y'all know Melissa from my live streams. She painted that for me in 2016 because I was obsessed with the Riddler in the Gotham show. Still am. 10 out of 10. All right, you guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe as it really helps me a lot. And be sure to click that little notification bell to be up to date every single time I upload. And also, if you're interested in supporting me on other platforms, definitely check out all my links in the description. And also check out my Patreon, as I have lots of cool perks. And we have a really fun private Discord where we chat about horror movies and we chat about life. So, you know, come through. And let me know in the comments, did you enjoy the Batman? Was it not really for you? Which Batman film is your favorite? Also, let me know why. I'd love to talk about it. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.